Oh, I did shift the camera, so I forgot to check that. So good afternoon. It's not morning, and that's better. I wasn't well this morning. I did need to lay flat because that's what happens when a bowel compacts, basically. Had some obstruction, so it creates a huge amount of pain. I can't move much around, can't sit much around. So I laid down, and it has really only just cleared to being almost pain-free now. So I'm here as Ros Boundy Psychic Medium to do the daily Lenormand card spread reading. It's a shorter version, so I'm not going to keep you. Tune in if you're able to be live. Tune in and connect with your spiritual guidance as I'm just guiding you through these very simple 2 cards. Here we go. I have got a different direction I'm looking at you from too, so it's looking like I'm out of the screen, so I'll just do it this away. And let's do it this away, so that as I'm looking at you, it looks like I'm actually looking up at the cards instead. That might be a bit better look about it. Yeah, it's just one of the things I've got there. Okay. So what we've got is just the 2 cards, and I actually chose that question card here, right in the center. Whoops, wrong end. What area in my life needs some changes? Now, that's actually from a deck of cards that I purchased from Tea with Karen. They look like these. They are the tea leaf card reading system world of what she creates, and that's the bag that these came in, or whatever it is. So a cup of tea warms the soul like a good friend, and they certainly do. I really enjoy using her tools. They're great flexibility and insights from them. So what area in my life needs some changes? 2 simple cards. There's what is the lilies, relevant for that question, and what is the scythe, relevant for that question. So what I feel around the lilies and the lilies with this is bringing in from our past. Oh, I've just got to, whoops, didn't realise that. Oh, hi, Alison. Nice to see you here. I only just noticed that I have got a few comments, and my face is actually in the way of the comments. So I'll put it up here a bit, and then it looks like I'm looking across at the cards. Yeah, that's got it better. Does that fit? Let's have a look. Does it? Yes, been sick for 3 weeks, so it's good to catch you live. Yeah, you haven't got that virus, have you? I'm still getting over it, so it is actually feeling a bit like, yeah, thunderstruck. But it's, yeah, look, it's part of life, the adventure of what we experience. And that's what the lily's actually bringing to this question, what area in my life needs some changes? So it's really suggesting that whatever we have brought in from our own life experiences is leading us always to change. It's one of the guarantees that we have in life, is that change is inevitable in whatever small way, whatever big way. What we've got with the scythe, as far as the tool itself being able to clear weeds, grasses, that sort of stuff, but also to harvest. Even though it's probably not what you'd call a 2-edged sword, it's a very sharp tool, and its cut can be good and clean and, able to do what you set it to do for that purpose of bringing in the harvest or for weeding and that type of thing. But it can also indicate if it's been poorly maintained, you'll get a bad cut, bruising and that type of thing. And accidents, we all know that the sharper the knife, the better it is to use, the easier it is to use. So it's really bringing in some of the changes that I'm needing to make, being called to action, to actually get into that harvest mode, that getting the ground prep, getting the harvest mode happening. So it's that whatever steps in the process needing to keep it progressing. So that's what the changes are that we're needing to make with our cards. And it's just such a simple spread for today's. For those of you, which mostly you will be watching in the replay mode. So just tap into what areas in your life that you feel you're needing to use your current, where you are at in being who you are, all those skills and the learnings and the wisdoms that you've brought to being you right now. What are you going to need from that? How are you going to step into using that scythe, the symbolism of that for you in your life situation at the moment? So make time to actually consider that as what are those next steps that you're needing to take. Be careful of careless use of the scythe, that you're not going to come across some form of accident in that form. Have an awareness around the danger it can be, but also that it is a very productive tool that can really bring in what you're needing to as your rewards for the work that you've been putting into, so prep your soil, sow the seed, that type of a storyline of a garden and farming even, or, that from the smallest to the biggest picture of what you're desiring to have as part of your life path. So that's what the cards have for us today, and I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to go back and lay down, enjoy my coffee and reading a book. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or your tomorrow if you're on the other side of the world, because all things are possible. And certainly for you, Alison, be well soon. We are being shown in many different ways in the lessons we're learning, the things that are happening around the world and, pandemic and everything. Listen to your body, look after your wellness. And when your body needs to rest, let it rest. That's my biggest lesson right now. So thank you for watching. Certainly if you're needing further more in detail readings, go to my rosboundy.com.au website to the shop area, and that's where it's listing my services. And at some point soon, I'll be having a new website up and running as well too, with something even more enticing probably. Who knows? We're all attracted to different things and pathways, aren't we? So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing it around for those who might need this even short message. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. So keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste until then. And looking over there.